Yeah, you guys know that Rio was playing it before the game came out, that he was playing Cabal, but I was actually playing Cabal before the like a week before the game came out also. Shout outs to pirating games. Yeah, like um I just didn't put videos out there, but when Rio put out that video showing the dash cancel and stuff, I was already doing that like days before I seen it and I was like, "Oh, he discovered it." I didn't think anyone discovered it and he already put it out like a video. I was like, "Oh, that's already like I already know that like a couple days already." And people didn't know that and I was already discovering stuff. But once he put like cuz I knew how to do the dash cancel, but I knew there was going to be a strategy behind it, but I didn't know it yet. And then when Rio put out a video showing, him stringing the dash cancel into, multiple chains and stuff, I was like, okay, that's how you use Cabal. And then I picked them up and then I started using them. Yeah, I was using Cabal like way before even the game came out. So, and I actually used them for my first tournament. I won a GameStop tournament, and they gave me the PDP stick with the game and everything. And people were like, "How do you know how to use this character already? This is bullshit." And I don't know if you guys heard of this person. He calls himself Cookie. He was at Evo.
Yeah, Cookie's awesome.
Person.
He actually lives in San Jose, and I session with him. I met him at the truck tour when the truck tour, was going around the United States, and I met him and I was like, "Oh, you live in San Jose and stuff. We should session." And he's actually a really funny person and stuff. When he did that to Ryan Hart, I was like, "Wow, that's crazy." He told me he didn't mean to do that actually. He was just doing Sindel's pose. And
he put his ass like right.
he didn't really realize until after that he put his ass in like Reinhardt's face and stuff, and I was just like, oh man, like, but yeah, it's
dress up as is that the dude that dressed up as Katana?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a black guy too, right?
Yeah.
So he was a black male Katana.
And he used
Dude, and he's
Sindel.
fucking built too.
Yeah.
It was
That doesn't
awesome.
make any sense. Why would you go through the necessary means?
Dude, the look
When
on
you-
his face when he lost. He was like,
Just
fuck.
like, what? All right, knowing him, was that odd to you? You dressed as Katana? Or were you
No,
like, oh yeah, that's
he,
Cookie?
he does that on a daily basis.
Wow.
Like every tournament he goes to, he dresses as a different character. He went to the GameStop tournament with me, and he was like Melina and stuff. So yeah,
Wait,
Oh
wait.
my
Yeah.
god.
he's a big he's a cosplayer. He's a cosplayer for women.
Did
He only
have the
dresses like as
thong? Did he
female
have the
characters.
Melina thong and stuff?
I don't know about that, man. I don't want to know.
Was
You
it
went with him.
Yeah, was it the MK9 costume or like
Did
the
you-
Melina?
What? What happened?
Was it like MK9 Melina?
I think it was a costume he just put together. I'm not too sure.
Did people like raise an eyebrow when you two walked in together? Like, oh,
No, not really. I mean, they kind of were like, well, because I actually at the GameStop tournament, me and my friend, we put together this thing. He dressed as Johnny Cage. He did a really good job. I mean, he dressed as Raiden, and I dressed as Johnny Cage. He did a good job.
oh, okay.
Raiden costume.
That would have been odd if you just came like as your casual self and.
Yeah, it would have. And all I needed to do was take off my shirt, and I was Johnny Cage basically. I had the jeans and everything, and what we did was when people were waiting in line for the game at GameStop, my friend drove up blasting the Mortal Kombat, the famous, Mortal Kombat, and I took off my shirt, and my friend came as Raiden, and we started just beating the shit out of each other, and I had tennis balls. Like the green balls, and I started throwing them at
Oh
at
my
friend.
god.
And everyone was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And everyone was coming out of GameStop like, "What the hell is happening?" And we were just fighting, and then yeah, I ended up actually winning that tournament. And people were like, "How do you know how to use Kabal already?" And I was like, "I don't know, man." And yeah, it was pretty fun. My GameStop that I go to actually, they're like so good with giving out prizes because a lot of people told me like their GameStops they didn't really like they only gave like a $25 gift card or something, but for my GameStop they always give like they gave me the what was it $200 PDP stick in the game, and like when I played Marvel I won Marvel over there and they gave me the special edition. They're like really good with giving out prizes over there. It's pretty cool.
What do you think of the PDP stick?
I don't like it, to be honest. It's just I don't know, it's just not my thing really. I mean, I play with sticks, but For Mortal Kombat, I don't play with the stick, and um, if I were to play with a stick, it would be the Mad Catz Mortal Kombat stick, the faceplate that you just put on the Mad Catz and you could play. I like that one. I don't know, the PDP stick it feels just it's too I don't know too stiff and stuff. It's just I don't like it.
Have you heard about it like malfunctioning like it did at the PDP tournament?
Yeah, I heard about that.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
PL was so pissed.
Yeah, he was pretty mad. I mean that would suck, you know. It was a $10,000 tournament,
Yeah.
and to lose because of a stick that's just not good.
No.
It just doesn't fly.
Now, how much hate did you get for the Block Infinite and winning tournaments
Oh
with that?
man, we're gonna get into this.
Because I remember Justin Wong, the look he gave you when you did that to him.
Yeah. I got a lot of hate. In Chicago, a lot of people came up to me and were like, kind of basically telling me like, what are you gonna do after the Block Infinite's out? Like if that was basically what I relied on. And Alex Vai, he was in our hotel. I don't know if 16-bit remembers, but
Yep.
yeah, he was in the hotel, and I don't know if 16-bit remembers this, but he was telling me, he's all, Michelangelo, like, you're using Kabal right now, that's good, like, you're really good with him, but once this Block Infinite's out, I know you're not going to use them. And I told him, I was like, I am going to use them. I was waiting for the Block Infinite to come out. I wanted it to come out, and everyone was coming up to me like, oh man, like, it's going to suck for you once the Block Infinite's out. And I was like, no, it's not. It's going to be better because I know I'm going to still win. And then I know no one's going to have an excuse on why I'm winning. Like usually people do, you know, Rio's, Hitbox, my Block Infinite. There's always has to be a reason why someone's on top. And I was just like, I don't want there to be an excuse or something. So I couldn't wait for the Block Infinite to get out. And Flo was another person I heard at Chicago. People were telling me Flo was saying, oh, well, he's doing good now, but shut up. He was doing good now. That was my dog. Well, anyways, Flo was saying that he was telling people that
Tell Master Splinter to chill.
People were telling me Flo is also saying in Chicago that oh well, Michelangelo's doing good now, but once the Block Infinite's out, he's not going to really be a known player. And I was just like, oh, that like it sucked. Everyone was just saying like I was a good player for the Block Infinite, and then at Revelations it got taken out, and I was like, finally, yes, like now I get to really prove myself. And then, you know, 3 tournaments later, I got first place 3 times in a row, and I was like, I knew I didn't need the Block Infinite, and you know, it's just people will talk and they always need an excuse why someone's good, but yeah, it was that I didn't like that it was in because I didn't even know about it. I honestly didn't know about it even at Chicago. Tom Brady was telling me about it at PDP when I was like, oh, I'm gonna use Kabal at PDP, and then he was like, why? Because the Block Infinite? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he was like, oh, you don't know? And then I was like, no, and I didn't know, and I couldn't even use it at PDP because I was using a stick, and I wasn't even used to the stick. I was like so slow on it.
Yeah.
And then at Chicago, I still didn't really know how to use it. And when I was doing, I was like, oh, I'm gonna, do 4-3-2 dash cancel into something. People were like, oh, you're using the Block Infinite, and I was like, oh, am I? Like, I don't know. I didn't really practice just on the Block Infinite like everyone thought I did. It was just, it was just something that was in there that I didn't like as much as the people going against me didn't like. Because it was just just one of those things that just looked horrible on my part.
Well, most of the hate came from those Capcom guys, and I think the Capcom guys just kind of wanted to prove that, hey, we're the best at fighting games in general, and we're gonna come in your game.
Yeah, that's kind of true too. Justin Wong at Chicago, he did press pause. I don't know. 16-bit knows about this, but
yeah, I remember.
we were. We were this was for 4th place, and he got up because he thought he won already. He did a combo. He did Kung Lao's I don't know I don't know if it's 2-4, and then when he grabs you, flips you in the air, and then like hits you. He did